Howdy peeps, welcome to or welcome back to the channel in our continuing foray around the churches of Norfolk, well the ones local to me anyway. Today we're at the Church of St Peter and Paul in Griston, and I want to turn the camera around because I'm a sweaty horrible mess because it's 9 AM and it's in the mid-20s already in Celsius, and I just biked 9 miles to get here, so let's get the camera off me and onto the pretty stuff, shall we? Then I can also grab my notes out of my pocket. So we'll start with a look at the window. Your notes. Now, so we're in the parish of Griston, as I said, which some see as a suburb of Watton, which it actually isn't. It is its own separate village. It's separated by what was an airbase, but is now HMP Wayland. So yes, a prison. There is apparently, well, according to my research anyway, a magnificent 14th century tower. The church rebuilt 100 years later, so 15th century, and is somewhat more bleak and austere. It's a bit less showy apparently. We do have a rather lovely organ. I think it's quite a nice church though. It's not very showy and blingy, but it's all very pretty. There is a long avenue of limes. Well, there is an avenue of limes that lead up to the doorway. A very pretty entranceway it is too. The pulpit, piscina. Some rather lovely decorative work around the edges. If we go up, I'll get to what the type of ceiling it is later in the notes. We're just waving camera about at the moment. Zoom in a bit so you can see some of the carved angels. Pictures of Her Majesty. Rest in peace, Mum. So the avenue of limes lead up to the north doorway. It's a 15th century hammer beam roof, and the angels which are adorning the various parts of it. Oh, get your aim right sharp if the camera's going to focus eventually. There we go. And we'll make sure we get the lights in on the windows because we've got some notes about those again later, because they are rather ye olde. The lights being the picturey bits of the stained glass rather than just the different coloured. So the angels were discovered relatively recently in the belfry, along with the bats, obviously. You've got to have bats in your belfry, where they've been left to rot basically. They were part of the original ceiling. But when the Victorians did a restoration, they took them all down. They have now been restored and replaced. Most of what we see internally is Victorian era. So although some of it looks quite old, it really isn't. Well, not in UK terms anyway. UK terms, Victorian is fairly recent. You can see up, we've got the peal of bells up there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bells, 5. So quite a lot of bells for a small local church. Let's say the other medieval survivors really are the stained glass windows. The main one at the east end, and then the lights in the windows. The big one at the end up here is David, Jeremiah, Isaiah and Noah. So someone better get a boat. And one of the larger lights is of St. Catherine with her wheel and sword. I'll try not to fall over. That felt kind of like something just pushed me. But hey, I can't always be totally welcome in these places. So where's St. Catherine then? Where's she up here? There we go. That's the interior. At the west end, the Royal Arms, which is dated 1902, which would be Edward VII, which is fairly rare to find. Cast iron, but in fact, if you look closely, it's actually Hanoverian. It's just been redated and redone, basically, by those pesky Victorians again. Oh, someone's coming. So we'll just have a quick look at the font. Good morning. There we go. If you want.
Cycled far?
Just from Attleborough.
Oh right, well, just from.
That's why I'm here early. I wanted to get here before it got hot.
Yes, that's why I'm here. We're cleaning this morning, so I'll come early to make stuff.
At least it stays relatively cool in churches.
Yes, but it's not.
Still not pleasant.
No, not when you're working, sweeping and things.
I'd rather not. You know, when you're filming a video and people don't realise what someone waving a camera around means. So, here we have ye oldie history of the church. Been here since Doomsday in 1086. There's been a church on the site. And I'll just slowly scroll down this, as it were, and then you can have a read. Oh, apparently the west window once contained a painted glass depicting the devil with cloven feet and ass's ears, sitting on a throne with a crown and purple robes. Oh, so there's a devilish satanic window. Yeah, there we go. So what say we get outside and have a look around the outside of this lovely little church. We come out through the oldie door, through the porch, the avenue of limes. As you see, we are in, if I come across here, oh, maybe won't film that direction right now. There's someone walking. Gorgeous buttresses. Ooh. Nice square tower, nothing too ostentatious or showy. And so we do have to be rather careful where we point the camera, because we are directly in the middle of the village. And pretty much any direction I point the camera other than straight at the church is somebody's house. And you know, it normally doesn't go down too well if you start pointing the camera into people's houses. I'd rather not get in trouble. So I've not... We do have an external bell as well, or what was. I am literally just waiting on the day when I'm filming some ye olde church in a tiny little village, and the local Karens switch the curtains about and then call the police on me. It's bound to happen, isn't it, at some point? There's a strange man walking around the churchyard talking to himself. You can hear all the crows around. So, some have said I'm trying to hold the camera steady. It's not necessarily easy when you're walking around on not particularly level ground. Trying to make sure you don't fall over. Put your foot down a mole or a rabbit hole. All these kind of things. It doesn't take much to waggle the camera about. Especially when... Oh. See what I mean by mole holes? Yeah. That, and also keeping an eye out for things like stinging nettles so I don't get stung on the legs, because I'm wearing short socks today. Yeah, as I was saying, where the prison is now used to be an air base in World War II. Ooh. Push car. Do a quick zoom in on that. That'll be a Noble. Fairly standard for this part of the country. The cross swords, and especially on the Church of St Peter and Paul, the cross swords and the crossed keys. Oh great, holly. And a spider's web. But yes, that was it was the 3rd Strategic Air Depot, or depot if you're English, during World War II for the USAAF. And we do have a tribute to the American airmen who served their country and its allies from this base by maintaining the B-24 Liberator bombers of the 8th Air Force. Complete with a list of all the various squadrons, platoons and whatever other corps, I suppose, would be the COs. Yeah. 1943 to 1945. There we go. I think that'll probably do us. Let's just see if I can get the village sign in. Oh, yeah. Lovely crunchy gravel drive. That is actually a biomedia lover's worst nightmare. Yeah, it's lava rock. Alright, let's see if we can see that sign. There we go. The village sign. Which is fairly commonplace. But there we go. Let's get this thing turned back around again. Say our farewells. So, thank you for watching. I didn't dig up anything about hauntings or any other weird, scary stuffs. I've not really felt anything since I've been here either, so we won't go into that. But thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, there's buttons down there, press them all. It's all free. Well, except for the join button, and that costs you money if you want to press it, but if you don't mind, I'd be more than welcome. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Well, have fun. Stay safe. Enjoy your hobbies. Be respectful. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. And one day I will get around to explaining what the rock on devil horns sign actually originally comes from. Bye bye. Ooh.